Hello, my name's Helen and welcome to my rustic kitchen. Now they say that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, but in honour of the lemon harvest season in Portugal, I thought we'd try something different. Join me on my voyage of discovery into the world of preserving lemons. So, how do you go about preserving lemons? To start with, you will need lemons, salt, a suitable jar or receptacle to store in, and then whatever flavourings you fancy. I'm going to be using some bay leaves. Right, so to prepare the lemons, they should be scrubbed and washed. These have already been done. And then you want to take the ends off either side, like so. So you can stand upright, get rid of that. And then you want to cut 3/4 of the way down into quarters, which sounds a bit confusing, but I will show you. So down there, and down there. So you get something like that. And that's it. And repeat until fade. So I'll do a couple of these lemons just to show you. One more. Okay, so you have your lemons already cut and prepared. Next, you're going to need some salt. So, what do you do with the salt? Let's find out. So what you want to do is you want to put salt on the lemons and try pack it into as much of the lemon as you can. Pack it down in there, like this. So on there, shove it right down. And also beware that if you get any tiny little cuts on your hand, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt quite a lot. Beware. But it does smell amazing. So there's that one. Shove that one down there. Now the idea of shoving the salt down here is to try extract as much of the juice as possible. Whoa, that's not meant to happen. But we'll pretend we didn't see that. Right. So once they've been stuffed, give them a good shiggle around. And then you want to cover this with cling film and leave it in the fridge overnight, just for the juices to seep out and the salt to really soak into the lemons. But in true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so as you can see, some of the juice has come out of these lemons and smells amazing. Smells amazing. Right, so the next step is to put them into your jar. So I'm going to use this one. I think it's a 2-litre jar, this one. And you just want to pop them in. Try pack it in as much as you can. Obviously, before you pack them in, you should add whatever flavourings you want so that it gets a good mix. But I forgot to do that, so I'll just do that now. So I'm just using bay leaves, just something really simple, so not too many flavours. But you can add peppercorns, coriander seeds, anything you fancy really, that'll give you a nice flavour to your preserved lemons. So I'm going to shove these down here. Would have been helpful if I'd done them before I packed them in quite so tightly, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Right. Now I'm going to pour lemon juice on top. The rest of that salt. We'll pack that down a bit more, if possible, if you haven't packed it quite so tightly as I have. Okay, so you have your lemons in your jar. And the next step is to cover it in lemon juice. The idea is you want the lemon juice to cover all the lemons. It's going to take quite a while, a jar this size, so bear with me. Luckily, it's been a bountiful lemon season right here. But just to save a bit of time, and because life is too short, I'm just going to use a juicer. Definitely recommend. There's no way you can do all that by hand. Okay. That's a win. That's them all covered. And there you have it, a jar of preserved lemons. So you want to leave these for about 3 to 4 weeks, just to make sure that the salt draws all the moisture out of the lemons. And the idea of preserving them in salt is so that it takes away some of the tartness, but it makes them really bright and citrusy. It'll add a lovely flavour to your cooking. You've probably seen them used mostly in like Middle Eastern cooking, but you can add them to anything, stews, soups, even like in your sandwiches. So check back with me in 3 to 4 weeks and we'll give them a try and see if they're edible, hopefully. And there you have it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. And remember, when life gives you lemons, you don't always have to make lemonade. See you next time.